Scorpios, my darling, this is going to be your retrograde reading for the month of November, okay, 2025. So we are going to see what is going on in the energies, what is to come up for November, what you could possibly be experiencing for the month of November. So I did channel a few things for you guys, Scorpio, okay? So what I was hearing when I was tapping into the energy of you Scorpios was let go, let live, manifestation, rebirth cycle, renewed skin, chameleon, retirement, Zimbabwe, dogs, cats are significant, and you having like a familiar, okay? So with the let go and let live, I kind of feel like you guys are in this energy of allowing yourselves to really let go of what no longer serves you. And I feel like this is the theme of Scorpio anyway. You tend to go through the death and rebirth cycle in like a vast, large majority of your existence. There's always something that you are leaving behind, and there's always something that's coming in that's helping to renew your energy. So I kind of feel like in this particular time, though, there is certain things that maybe you've been holding on to for a very, 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 very long time, knowingly or unknowingly, that is finally now being released. And I feel like this is being assisted for you through your guides, okay? Your guides are helping you to really shift some of these things, because I feel like some of the things that you are releasing are long time, deeply embedded patterns that you haven't had a light shed on, and this retrograde is shedding a light on these things, and it's really helping to illuminate them so that you can move forward and not have these patterns kind of being tied to you, shackled to you, so that you can move freely as well. So this is where the rebirth cycle comes in. And I feel like with the rebirth cycle, with me channeling rebirth cycle, I feel like this particular rebirth cycle that you are going through, because you are used to it, you're used to having to die to the old self to renew to the new self, right? But I kind of feel like with this rebirth cycle, this is really a pinnacle rebirth cycle. I feel like you are at the beginning of something unknowingly new for you, something that wasn't necessarily in your peripheral vision. Your peripheral vision could also be significant for this reading. You could be noticing that your peripheral vision is becoming more is having more reach. You're seeing more. You don't have to directly be looking at the object, but you're seeing more. And there's also something about the peripheral vision of the third eye as well. There is a widening, so maybe you are your clairvoyance is enhancing. I do feel like a lot of the signs, not just you, your abilities are growing and becoming stronger, and you're becoming more magnetic in that sense. So you're noticing how things are gravitating towards you more, or things are getting slightly easier. It's because of this rebirth cycle. This rebirth cycle is unlike any of the other cycles you've experienced to this magnitude and this depth, and you're going to really, really see that. You're going to see that through the interactions, the people you come into contact with, things of that nature, okay? So there is, with this particular rebirth cycle, it really does feel like you are birthing something new. So there are pains. I'm hearing spirit say there are pains that come with this rebirth, which is the let go and let live, okay? Certain things you can't take with you, certain things that you have to you can't ignore anymore. There's something here about you not ignoring what's going on around you, or ignoring or burying your head in the sand, but also being in a space of knowing that there is nothing physically you can do. All you can do is energetically align yourself with something higher, which is activating and is prompting this rebirth cycle you're going into, hence the renewed skin, okay? The renewed skin. So some of you could be getting like facials, some of you could do, I'm hearing chemical pills, some of you could be in a space of literally promoting new skin, in the sense of you are going through a glow up, or you are basically going through this revamp. You're revamping yourself, and so on and so forth. And with you having the death of the old, there's almost, because of this release, it frees up all of this new energy that is coming back to you renewed. So it's like the energy is not just renewing your spirit, but it's renewing your cells, and your cells look renewed, hence your skin looks renewed. You could notice that you have this extra glow about you. You could notice you have the like a pep in your step. You could notice that now you want to change up your swag. Swag is not a word that I use, but you want to change up your style, things like that. Okay, you're getting more into fashion, you're experimenting with different styles and stuff like that. So there's something about this renewal within you. And also I'm hearing something about the aspect of the chameleon. The chameleon is basically talking about you being able to kind of camouflage and maneuver through different spaces and environments. And I feel like this is part of the rebirth cycle. Maybe this was something that you wasn't able to do before. Maybe you wasn't in a space of being able to adjust. You wasn't in a space to being able to fit in or vibe or adapt to new environments. And now you're noticing that this is maybe a dormant skill that is coming up through you, where you are wanting, not only are you wanting to be in these new spaces, but you are noticing that you actually do have the ability to adapt to these new spaces and interact with these I'm hearing high level skilled people. I'm also hearing you being okay with not being the smartest person in the room, because that means that you can learn more, which is going to help you to move forward in whatever direction it is that you want to move forward in. I'm also hearing you working well in groups as well. And being the chameleon is helping you to have this gift of adaptability, where you're able to adapt to your environments regardless of where you are, what you're doing, how you are. You can literally go into any conversation, any environment, any group activity or different ethnic backgrounds, and just it's like you just blend in. You blend in really, really, really well. Okay, and even though you are doing this, there's also this element of you that is standing out. Okay, I also channeled Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is significant. I'm also hearing West Africa. Okay, South Africa as well is significant. Dogs, cats, and specifically kittens. So some of you could be adopting a dog, could be getting a cat. Some of you may be adopting kittens, or you're coming across a kitten that needs help for some reason. Okay, and you end up adopting. There's something here about having a pet familiar. Okay, whatever pet you decide to get. Some of you could be getting a chameleon, or some of you do have a pet chameleon, or you've just been seeing pictures of chameleons on t-shirts, billboards, magazines. They've just been coming up a lot. Lizards, okay, the lizard family is significant. Okay, and something about farming as well. Okay, some of you could be getting into agriculture, or this is the avenue that you're going into, and things of that nature. The numbers 22, 33 and 1834 is significant. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So we're just gonna get into it and see what else. With the familiars though, I feel like the familiars are going to help balance out your energy. There's something about when you have this connection to certain animals that helps you along your path even more so, because they tend to sense things and see things that you don't. So it's so funny, because when I was clearing my deck and cleansing my deck, right, I got this card slipped out at the bottom, and it slipped out just again. So savings is significant. I feel like some of you are in the space of creating savings, but in order to create savings, you have to have money coming in. Now for me, I feel like, yeah, I was just about to say, I feel like you've got some type of money coming in. There is a surprise of some sort, and we are in Scorpio season, so happy birthday to you, Scorpios, okay? So there is something here about you being ready for change. You, like I said, it's kind of tying in with the let go and let live, okay, with the rebirth cycle. So there is something about, there is like a unexpected change, a positive change. There's something about money coming in for you. I definitely feel like there is some type of money coming in, and I kind of put that card down a little bit aggressively as well. So I feel like someone's putting something on the table, like there's an offer on the table that's coming in for you. And for some of you, I'm hearing ask for more. Okay, So this could be like a contract deal. This could be someone offering you a raise, but you know that the raise that they're offering you is nothing near what you should be getting for that position that they're offering you. But there's something here about money, and the money that you get, you need to put savings aside. Okay, now the savings, I'm not just getting savings, I'm also getting investments as well. There's something here about investments. You needing to invest. Oh my god, okay, I'm just going to show you because I can't make this shit up. It just flipped. Investments. Did I not just say investments? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay, there's something about investing. Okay, so you could be getting into building a portfolio of some kind. I'm also hearing hedge funds, so there's something about you building a trust, or some of you are diving deep into like ancestral. I was gonna say ancestral funding, ancestral wealth. Okay, so some of you are looking to create generational wealth, so you are looking into things like trust funds. I'm also hearing like a hedge funds, things like that, right? There's something significant about a hedge fund as well. I'm also hearing something about offshore accounts, but I'm not hearing anything dodgy with it. Bahamas could be significant, okay? But there's something here about you investing your money, investing so that it grows, because I feel like some of you are, especially because you're a water sign, right? I feel like you dive deep, okay, and you need the space to be able to dive deep. But when you're bombarded with too much kind of like responsibilities, and you have to prioritize other things other than your deep nature, it kind of messes with the flow and your thought process. So you need to be able to create sort of this foundation where money is kind of generating on its own, you know, like residual income, so that you can dive deep and be the creative mind that you know that you are. Because I feel like you have all of these creative projects you want to be able to put time into, but because you're putting time into either making the money or prioritizing the family, or there's something significant about you trying to make ends meet, or you trying to just keep your head above water, that you don't have time for the creative possibilities to come in and really focus and work on them, simply because you're literally just trying to keep your head above water for yourself and your family and those that are around you, like your loved ones. So there is going to be an opportunity, there is going to be some type of money or an investment that comes to you, and I'm hearing spirit say that you don't need to do anything in order to bring in this investment or bring in this money. It's guaranteed to you, it's promised to you. Okay, I'm also hearing something about coming back to the promised land, but I'm also hearing promised land of the self. So you're coming back to the promised land of the self. And I'm also hearing spirit has promised you something. God within you has promised you something. Goddess within you has promised you something. Okay. I almost flipped the page. So it's like flipping the page, new chapter, new page of the book. Okay. So again, it's coming back to renewal. So this is promised to you. Okay. The promise, I don't know why, because they keep bringing me back to promised land. So the promised land is like, it's almost as if there was something about in your blueprint, this particular type of abundance and money, financially anyway, was guaranteed to you in your blueprint because of the substantial work that you had done. You agreed to do a certain amount of inner work, and there was a certain amount of lessons that you had agreed to go through in order for this abundance or financial rewards to be unlocked for you. I'm seeing for a lot of you, what is needed right now is finances, but it's not just the financial aspect, it's the abundance as well, the abundance of good health, the abundance of time, the abundance of connection, the abundance of experience, the abundance of love, but for a big part of it is financial, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, you had to duality, you've had to balance out a lot of things. I feel like even though you're a Scorpio, some of you might have like Libra placements, so you've literally had to be in a space of really trying to find balance in like some of the storms and chaoses that you've experienced, or you've noticed that have been kind of turning up at your doorstep. And you've been in this space where spirit has been helping you with this, where you've been rejecting what is not yours, actively rejecting what is not yours, because maybe you've been in this spiral, and that's what's been creating a lot of like deaths and rebirths for you, where you was continuously taking on shit of other people that you didn't need to take on. And I feel like that's what this retrograde is. It's like things are turning up at your doorstep and you're having to sweep them away. Like, no, I'm not dealing with that. No, that shouldn't be here, kind of thing. Whereas before, you would want to be that martyr. You'd want to be the good Samaritan and help everybody that you possibly could. But then you started to notice how doing that was affecting your vibration. It was almost as if you helping some of these people. It's funny because was it a few days ago I kept hearing destiny swap, so that's coming back to me now. It's almost as if when these people come into your life or are going to be coming into your life, it's especially during retrograde, I feel there's almost like you're choosing to let these people go and show them the door, because it's like they have a temporary not let's say destiny swap. It's like a temporary energy swap then, okay? Not so much destiny, but a temporary energy swap where you notice that because you're pouring energy into them and your energy is high vibrational things are happening for them, but low vibrational things are happening for you because your energies have swapped out and you're no longer accepting that. So for this particular retrograde, you're going to be discerning about that. You're going to be like, no, I don't want that. And I keep doing this. So it's like cleansing. Some of you may need to go through energy cord cutting or things of that nature to kind of help clear out these things that keep coming up, especially if you're noticing it's a pattern. If you're interested, link in bio, I do offer that. So so that it's like you're doing this clear out, okay? So and you're in a space of just balancing things out in your life is what I'm feeling, okay? Yeah, so surprise came out again, public phase, perfect fit and home based. So I feel like for some of you, there's something here about you working from home. Some of you could have remote jobs, or this is where you're supposed to be going into. Some of you may find that you are losing your physical based job. So like if you go into an office or you work in a supermarket or a shopping center, you could be noticing that you're losing that job, or you're being released from that. You could notice that this retrograde, there's a lot of things that are being released for you, okay? But there is a surprise. Like I said, there's a surprise that's coming in. There's something about a birthday cake, so someone could be giving you like a custom birthday cake as well. Something about cake. You could bake, you could be a baker, or this is something you're getting into like baking, you're getting into like the food industry in some type of way. However, whatever this surprise is, okay, it's like a perfect surprise. It's like a it couldn't come at a better time, okay? It like this transformation couldn't come at a better time, okay? Now also perfect fit kind of ties in with home based, okay? Changes to your environment. I kind of feel like there's something here about home-based work, and I feeling like it's a perfect fit as well. Some of you could be house hunting, or for those of you that have been in this space of not being happy with the current residence that you're at, there is something here about you getting a home before Christmas, okay? And you being able to decorate it in Christmas lights. For some of you, you celebrate Christmas, and Christmas is like a big is that one of your favorite seasons, but maybe you have been house hopping. I'm also hearing that some of you may have gone through like a separation or a divorce, or something's happened within the family and it's caused you not to have a stable home. But there is something here about this perfect fit, this perfect home that's coming in for you, okay? The Rubik's Cube could also be significant as well. Your child could have one and they've been practicing with it, okay? Yeah, but there's something even here says the ideal job, finding the right path, the fit, the ideal job. Yeah, so there's something significant about your home being your palace as well. So there's going to be a reflection on home. I feel like this retrograde is going to be very much where you're staying to yourself is also what I'm feeling. And public face, I feel like whatever career sector, some of you, the home base is to do with social media, and there's something here about your face being seen, okay? And there's something about you being okay to be yourself, all right? You're gonna be earning a reputation for yourself, and I feel like the epiphany, or what you're supposed to be doing next, is gonna come from that, okay? There's something here about retrograde is going to show you where you are very limited, like where you've been limiting yourself, okay? And I feel like this is going to come through other people as well, because you may have people that are speaking over your life and saying things like, well, you know, you're the one who comes up with the good ideas and you're the one who's well off. And in your reality, to you, that's far from the case. Like, you feel like you're nowhere near where you need to be, but you're actually realizing that there are people who are looking at you a lot more highly than you look at yourself. However, the reason why they're seeing this is because they are seeing what you are not, because you're in it. So you're not seeing the potential, you're just seeing the actuality of your reality. But what you should be doing is you should be seeing it from your higher mind, your higher self, source energy. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing for you at the minute. I feel like retrograde is really just going to help you with the rebirth. Yeah, so remember when I was talking about you being in this space of just cutting off certain people and not dealing with the bullshit? The Queen of Swords is here. So Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, that could be someone that you are dealing with. But I feel like you're going to be handling situations very strategically. You're going to be very smart. Yeah, you got new beginnings at the bottom of the deck here, okay? You're going to be handling situations just very, very professionally is what I'm hearing. It's like you have a new approach and a new attitude to how you deal with things. And I'm hearing some of you may have felt like you lost your fire during this retrograde because you're in this energy of reflection. I'm hearing that you're going to be in this space where that fire of ambition is going to start coming back, and with that comes these new ideas. However, some of these ideas are not to be acted upon in retrograde, but I do feel like you are supposed to start planning during this particular time, okay? Because retrograde starts on the 9th of November. Ooh, okay. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, the Sun card, and the Lovers. Okay, cool. So right now, this is what I'm saying. It's like, because you've gone through this mass release, there's so much that's being cut away for you, and you've made a decision to let go of these things, right? You're only allowing in things that are going to be revitalizing for you. Okay, things that are going to uplift the innocence within you, things that are going to renew the innocence of you, things that make you feel like it's in line with your innocence and your purity. Okay, and I feel like with the Ace of Swords here, there's a lot of truth that has been shed. I feel like there's a lot of clarity that's coming in, and the sun also represents ideas as well, with the swords being the mind. So there is a lot of joyful ideas that are coming in for you, which is going to initially change the fate and the direction that you are walking in. It's going to allow you to start moving in a direction that feels more abundant to you, all right? And anything that is not in alignment is oblivious to you. Someone's getting their teeth done. Something about a tooth. Someone might have recently cracked their tooth. There could have been a situation. I'm also seeing a fight that could have happened that caused someone to lose a tooth or something. And there's something about you having a dental care plan that you didn't know you had in place, and maybe you thought you had to fork out a whole heap of money, and it ended up that you didn't have to pay not a penny. It was done for free or something like that. But this is also to do with good karma repaid as well, is also what I'm hearing. Yeah, but you've got fast growth, development, and opportunity. So there are a lot of opportunities coming your way, especially with the Lovers here. I'm going to clarify the Lovers, but I feel like you've got new energies that are coming in. I feel like there's an introduction, okay, to some new people that's going to be happening this month. However, I don't feel like these connections are going to really like take off until after retrograde. I feel like it's more of an introduction. Okay, there's something about this introductory energy. Okay, things turning in your favor. I'm also hearing someone taking a gamble on something, or taking a gamble on you. There's something here about them taking a gamble on you. Let's clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers for me, please. Okay, yeah. The 8 of Pentacles. So there's something here about you working hard on something. Okay, so you got the King of Swords here. Right. You or someone is making a decision about how you would want to move forward with the relationship or with pursuing somebody. So for those of you that are in a relationship, someone is working hard You got Aquarius. So Aquarius could be significant for this reading. I feel like you have someone that is either, if you're in a relationship, they're working hard on giving you the wish fulfillment of the type of relationship that you want. Maybe this is a conversation you've had with your partner where you've expressed certain things, is what I'm hearing, or you will be expressing certain things during this retrograde period. And it's really got this person thinking, okay, this person could be an air sign. Like I said, Aquarius is significant here because you got Aquarius a few times. You got Scorpio here as well. Who else you got? You got Gemini here. Heavy on the air signs, okay? But I feel like this person is working towards giving you this wish fulfillment. Whatever you said during this Mercury retrograde period time has really triggered this person. It's triggered this person to really put their minds and the thoughts and ideas they've had into action and work hard on this relationship now. There's something here about them not wanting to lose you. There's something here about them wanting to really show you how much they do care. Some of you may have expressed like a lack of effort. Yeah, some of you may have expressed like a lack of effort. And you've got the Page of Pentacles here. So I feel like there is something that is they're working on in terms of material. Yeah, I kind of feel like this person has something small that they're working on, but they're working on it to really bring it into something that is big. Okay, and I feel it's something of a material substance. I'm also hearing someone's trying to buy you a house. There's something here about a house. I don't know if you're being gifted a house, or this person has been working really hard behind the scenes to give you something that you are not even aware of. And with them gifting this to you, I don't feel like you're going to get it. You might get it during a retrograde, but there's something here about you receiving a gift from your partner or the person that's you're interested in, and not expecting this thing. And this thing literally, it enhances how much you love this person and how much this person, you're recognizing how much this person actually loves you, because you didn't realize that they were working on this thing the entire time. There's like this element of surprise again coming from your partner though. Or if this is not a relationship, this might just be a love interest. And for those of you that it's not a love interest and you're completely like single as a Pringle, this is someone coming to you, offering you something and even providing something to show you that they've been crushing on you for a while, and they've seen you in a certain way, and now they want to see if it's possible, if they could act upon their desires or what it is that they want to have with you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. All right, so you got the Four of Swords here. I kind of feel like some of you are in the space of needing to rest and take a break. Okay, yeah, replenish your energy. So the Four of Swords with the Temperance. There's something here about replenishment. You need to replenish your energy. Some of you need to get hydrated. You need to hydrate a little bit more, especially because you've been letting go of a lot of things and it's been making you feel left out in the cold. Okay, it's making you feel left out in the cold. And I'm also hearing that there was a lot of illusions that light has been shed on. And there's something here about self-forgiveness. Some of you may need to write like a self-forgiveness letter for the things that you may feel like you're taking responsibility for, that you may not have seen or allowed yourself to endure. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing that this month there's going to be a lot of surprises. There's going to be a lot of let go and let live. You're letting go of things. You're releasing these certain things. But there is also this, energy of the people in connections proving to you how much you actually mean to them, and there being a surprise element to that really makes you realize how much you are loved, seen and appreciated, which is quite beautiful. So Scorpios, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment, a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love ya. Mwah.